everybody, Beats here, and welcome back to a review video. Now this is a different review video I've never really showed you before, and if you're seeing the hands, I'm trying a different type of camera setup. Not a POV, but more like a second person. It's like a different type of perspective, like my face is right here, but you're going to be seeing these. Okay, we're getting off topic. We're doing a different type of video today. Let me just get out of the way. We're doing a review of my current airsoft setup. Not my gear, just the weapons I use, not like my vest or my mask or all that. Just that'll be a separate video. This is just going to be based off the guns I use and the equipment that goes with the guns, like, you know, I got the sling. But I'm going to do a separate review, or a separate clip review for this, which is the CM16 Mod O, or Mod 0, or whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty decent rifle. It shoots at 340. And then I have my CZ75D, which shoots at I believe it's 280 to 300. It is a CO2 gas non-blowback pistol, not spring though. So, and it is semi-auto. But I'm getting off track. We're gonna do the review on this first, and then I'll do a review on that in a separate clip. So, without further ado, I'll show you guys the CM16 Mod O, and I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Hey guys, this is the CM16 Mod O or 0, whatever. As you can see, it is just a standard airsoft rifle. It's I'm trying to believe. I think it's plastic exterior. It's metal. It's a mixture of metal and carbon fiber exterior. I paid about $200 for it. It's a pretty good starter rifle. Basically does. It's got your semi and your auto. Semi obviously is the and then auto is the pretty loud, really loud. Now this runs off of battery pack. It is I think it's a 7.8 nunchuck lithium battery. Or if I change the sparks, I can get I forgot what it was, like a 9.6 lithium, but it's a single pack, which doesn't have, you know, as much battery life, or it has, I think, a little bit more. Like I said, I'm basically new to this. I just want to show you guys the gear I have. It's pretty tricky to get the case back on once you take it off. You just gotta make sure the nunchucks are put into the right position. As you can tell, they aren't, because the wires are trying to dig into this spot. So as long as I can get those out of the way. Yes, there we go. Back on to normal. See, standard. Most places I go to, OK Warzone or Buffalo Battlegrounds, they have a semi only, or Warzone I think is the only one where you can do full auto. But yeah, that's basically it. Attachments I got for this weapon. Obviously, you got the magazine. It's a feeder magazine. Fits about 400 BBs in it. All right. Obviously, the cleaning rod that comes with all rifles, standard as cased to keep the rod good. These are the two iron sights that came with the rifle. Pretty good. This one you can actually flip, so you can take the frontal iron sight off and flip this to like a circular one, and basically you got like a small loop, so you can see like if you really want to use the front one. I usually use both of them though, so because I'm that kind of guy. Obviously the sling to come with it, so I can switch to my secondary without switching rifles. I can just drop the rifle, and then of course I got the ACOG zoom scope. It comes with two different types of reticles. If I'm not sure if I can make you guys see that. Can I? If I angle it, okay, there we go. See, it comes with a green, or if I switch it, I can go to a red, and I could change the brightness of it. So yeah, it's pretty lit. Like I said, for power with this gun, it shoots at about 340, 350. It depends on the charge of the battery. Like when I went Saturday and the battery's dying, so it's only shooting at 340. But at full charge, it shoots like 350, possibly 360. I never actually tested it. The only problem with it that I just started having recently is that the dust cover doesn't want to stay closed. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I would like it closed when I'm not using it. I think it has something to do with the clip on the inside. I think the inside clip that keeps it closed is possibly snapped. Let me try something. Yeah, it might be snapped. It's not that. I'll look at it off camera. Maybe I can try to fix it. I also have a foregrip that I didn't really pull out of the bag, but I'll pull it out right now just to show you guys what it is. It is a angle grip. And what you do is you attach it underneath the barrel like so, and then you could tighten it right here. Just make sure it's not in front of the I forgot what those are called. But just make sure it's not in front of it, and then basically, yeah, it just slides on and off. You just tighten it, and then, you know, you got an angle grip. So when you hold it, you're angled. It increases accuracy a little bit, unless you don't like angle grips. Usually I hold it by the magazine cover like that, just to keep the gun steady. So all in all, for like the rifle itself and the accessories added on, obviously this came with it, this came with it, but like the ACOG zoom, I paid about, oh, actually I got that from a buddy, a really good friend. So he's the champ right here. This I paid about $10 for. So, and the sling was about 15. So altogether you're looking at about 230, 240 range for this entire set. So that is the CM16 Mod Zero, Motto, whatever you want to call it. Now we're going to look at the CZ75D pistol, which is, like I said before, it is a CO2 gas non-blowback pistol. I thought it was a blowback pistol, but apparently the advertisement was wrong. So I'll show you guys that in a separate clip in a few seconds. The CZ75 gas non-blowback pistol. Pretty standard pistol if you think about it. It's got a safety right here, and that's the safety trigger pull. And as you can see, it activates when you take the safety off. That's how it fires. See, obviously, it doesn't blow back. You could cock it if it jams. I don't know what happened to mine, but like one day the back part of it snapped right here. So now the gun is always gonna the rod is always gonna be slotted. So the top portion of the gun, the pick and see part of the gun, is always angled. So when you aim down the iron sights, it's pretty bad. Like it's really angled like a certain way. Like it's kind of slotted to the side, but you can go around that if you lead the shot to the right or to the left. If you're lefty, right? I'm a lefty, so I usually shoot like this, or I'll hold it to the ground. Sometimes I'll even hold it right-handed just because it looks cooler, like Call of Duty style. You know that. Here's the magazine. It fits 14 BBs. The CO2 goes in as standard. You can roll this out, put the cartridge in, and then what you do is you take your tool and there's a tool that comes with it. It's a screwdriver head, or you can get a Phillips screwdriver head, or no, a flathead screwdriver head, and you screw it in, and then you have to screw it really fast. So when the pointy piece of the magazine penetrates the CO2 tank, it doesn't blow out because it'll start shooting out unless you if you take it really slow, it shoots off on the side. So yeah, as you can see, the magazine just loads as standard, slides out pretty easily, loads in. Okay, that was a bad one. Okay, I must have clipped it. But as you can see, slides in, loads out, slides in, loads out. Pretty easy. And as you can see, in order to load it out, most pistols usually have it right there. It's just a button, and it discharges the mag, and then boom. So what I was thinking is I'm going to get another one of these mags and duct tape them together and do like a fast mag kind of thing for the pistol, so I can and then just slot it in like that, and then boom, I got a second pistol. Or I could just hold one in like this, so I can just drop it, and then there, just like that, just drop in. Let me see if I have a target. Okay. So I got that box right there. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. No, you can't. I guess I'll bring it over. Give me a minute. Box. Pistol. Oh, the mag's not loaded in. Let me fix that really quickly. There we go. Pistol. Be easy. See? It even put a hole right through the box. Yeah, there's no point in bringing it over. But yeah, see? And it's pretty powerful. It shoots, like I said, at about 280 or 300. And it depends on how full the CO2 cartridge is. The CO2 cartridge is half full. It'll shoot about a 290. If it's basically empty, it'll shoot about 280 until the CO2 dies in it. And for a pistol, it pretty much holds the CO2 really well. I mean, I went 5 different times to Battlegrounds and had one CO2 cartridge in one magazine, and it didn't die on me till like this Saturday. So that is the CZ75 pistol. Pretty cool. I paid about $80 for that. So that's actually a pretty good cheap CO2 non-blowback pistol. If you're looking for a cheap pistol that isn't spring, that's a really good pistol to use. You wanna take it out of the box though and basically use it a little bit. Maybe if you're just firing it, or even just because I think the reason I left it in the box is the reason why the bottom portion of it snapped off, causing it to lopside. So yeah, that's standard maintenance though. Same thing with like the rifles. You always want to use the rifle cleaning rod and clean the gun. Make sure there's nothing like jammed inside. It's basically simple. You take the edge that is like this like triangular pointed. Oh shit! I just threw it. Okay, and you basically just drop it in. Clean, standard. Just scrub it and then boom. If there's nothing in there, the rifle should be perfectly fine to use. And yeah, so all in all, altogether, as for pricing, I probably paid a grand man total. About $400 for the whole thing. The case I only paid about $10 for. It's just a standard, case for now. So that is my shitty airsofting. Not really shitty though. $400 and it's pretty good stuff. So that is my gear that I use when I go airsofting. I've had this for about close to 6 months now. Sorry, guys, I haven't showed you this because, you know, I haven't really thought about it. Basically, the person that wanted me to show you this was Goofy. Not really wanted, but he kind of inspired me to do this video. So I'll leave his Walter PP, I think it was the Walter P99, in the description below. He did a review on his $25 pistol, which is a spring, but, you know, me and him are separate. Me and him, he doesn't have a job yet. He's working on it. So anyways, guys, that is my cheapest airsoft setting. That's my current one. Hopefully I can do another one of these in the future with better gear. I am going to do a gear episode where I show you guys what I wear there, and then do like a final you know, an appearance look, like what I look like when I put all the equipment on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of this review on my airsoft weapons. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. If I get a GoPro anytime soon, I might do some videos with this, but like I said, I got about 2 weeks tomorrow until I go to basic training, and you won't be having any more videos from me for the next 6 months, and I apologize for that, but that's just duty calls. So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and support the CM16 because this is a really good starter gun. It's $200, really cheap. Go for it if you're looking to get into airsoft. So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Beats. I'll see you guys all later.